Hey guys, we are the replacement heroes, as the slide suggests. Um, I'm Håvar, but most English people call me Lars. We also have Christoffer, Kjetil, Putle, and Magnus. And what are our qualifications and roles? Well, we learned very quickly that our qualifications were similar to each other. In our introduction, we learned that we all like to work with visual art, and we all know how to edit movies, for instance. We were all practically the same people, and so we didn't bother to define our roles. We only decided that I was team leader, and as team leader, I just made sure that we all got to write, draw, act, and film. It wasn't a matter of who's doing what, but just making sure that we did the same amount of work and that our own scenes corresponded with the manuscript. Now, with that said, I'm passing the mic over to Putle, so take it away.
The manuscript. Our idea for the film is that one person starts by finding an object, which is the plot device, and then passes it out on the frame. In the next camera shot, the next group member will receive the MacGuffin, reacts to it, and then passes it on to the next person in a similar fashion. The plot twist is that the item is changing from each camera shot, turns into something new. I will let Christoffer continue.
So why did we decide on this plot? We decided on this plot because we are all online students and it's hard to interact on the camera at the same time. We also don't have the same objects lying around, so we had the plot device change shape and form, but we also thought it was an interesting experiment. Can we succeed at making the audience understand that the object changes from frame to frame in a believable way? How much can we convey by simply having a decent motion flow? Let's ask Kjetil.
Let's discuss how we planned the movie. So, after learning about the plot, we wrote about 200 words each describing our scene. After everyone had written their part, we read what each other wrote. We started on a storyboard and we drew our own individual scenes. The drawings weren't perfect, so we still had to discuss them afterwards to make sure everybody understood the direction of the plot. This is what they looked like. Next, let's have a look at the movie before we discuss details with Magnus.
Hello, I'm Magnus, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the movie you just watched. Specifically, I'm going to talk a little bit about the plans versus the execution. Sometimes reality is different from how people imagine it to be. Specifically, our movie can look a little different from our storyboards compared to the captured image in the movie, because we chose to treat the storyboard like a general direction, but how people act and how people behave on the day of their recording can be very different compared to some drawings on a piece of paper. However, a part of the challenge was to be spontaneous and improvise, and our group is very happy with the outcome. It was also definitely more fun to do this as a group compared to doing it individually, and also considering we're an online group from different parts of Norway, this was a very fun assignment to do.
Thanks for listening, and I suppose now we'll answer some questions.